Hello, everybody. Sorry about the late start today. We had some technical difficulties on racing, and when it comes to the starting grid, so we had to make a new session. And we're going to go over that starting grid now. AJ Green's your pole sitter. Colin Forrester is going to be the outside pole sitter. Chris Bates is going to be there in row 2 with Zach Camella. Austin Bloom and Jared Trainer are going to be there in row number 3. Brandon Banks and Matt Roberts there in row number 4. Douglas Carlson and Brian Dixon in row number 5. Kevin Delia and Chris Robert's there in row number 6. Row number 7, and take it up to Ken MacArthur and Josh Klinger. Kevin Hayes and Mike Simone are going to be there in row number 8. DJ Thomas and Jake Elrod in row number 9. Daniel Helm and Ricky Williams in row 10. Brian Dublé and Cody Anderson in row 11. That's going to be the starting grid for you. They're going to pace around for a couple of laps, and we're going to get this 400-mile affair underway. Thank you to Gary Dublé and KTOEZ Glassworks. You can go to Instagram and type in KTOEZ, KTOEZ Glassworks, and you'll be able to find what she's been doing out there and what she has going on. All the cautions tonight brought to you by KTOEZ Glassworks as well. So very special thank you to them and the Dublé family as we wait for these guys to go green. One more lap around. The pace car is going to dive off, and we're going to go green flag racing here at Bristol. All of our sounds of iRacing brought to you by Maximus Sports Cards, formerly known as Bulldog Sports Cards, but you can go and find them on Facebook and eBay, Amazon. Go to MaximusSportsCards.com. There's a new logo for KTOEZ Glassworks. Very happy to see that. AJ Green's going to choose the outside lane. We're going to go green flag racing right here. Bristol at racing in NASCAR's greatest Coliseum. AJ Green gets a good jump right there. We saw AJ Green and Forster doing a fantastic job yesterday in the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Now they're going to turn up the heat here at Bristol and get themselves an early situation. Chris Bates moving up pretty darn quick right there to see the number 10 holding his outside line, the 24 there to the inside, Austin Bloom. AJ Green right there with Forrester, 0.3 of a second. Good jump as they run the third lap green. We'll take a look at the race information for you. Bristol Motor Speedway, they're going to run 400 laps here. Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter each and every week. When I post the starting grid, I put a donation tab up there for the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter. Those folks are in need of donations each and every week for you, from you, because every dollar they get goes to help a disabled veteran out there, whether it's mental disabilities or physical disabilities. They take care of our veterans. So big special thank you to them for being a part of the signature eNASCAR Cup Series here in the 2021 season. The air temperature is going to be 85 degrees, 64% humidity, cloudy skies here. So it's going to be fast paced racing for a little while. Half-mile track. Track temperature right now at 87 degrees. AJ Green still out front, 0.3 of a second. Camella in third, is seeing the number 4 out there running his Ford F1 Ford, not Ford F-150. My goodness, that Ford around the track. Going to start seeing some new faces next week. We've opened up our leagues to each series to the rest of the leagues so that they can start moving up and practicing with everybody. Having a whole lot of fun. Let's go and take a look. Nobody's really moved up too much. Camella's up a spot. Austin Bloom is up 1 spot. Chris Bates just off 2 spots right there. 22 cars in the field here at Bristol. Next week we're going to be at Charlotte, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun for sure. Brandon Banks up 1 spot. You see the 88. He's holding on for dear life. Doing a great job. Jared Trainer, new driver to Cup Series 66. Waiting for him to get in here, and he's now here driving a Ford and doing a great job. Matt Roberts right where he started. High line running, 12 laps in. There's going to be a lot of wheeling. There's going to be some sore forearms tonight after this race is over. As you see, Douglas Carlson right there in front of Kevin Delia. Delia very good at short tracks. As you see the 53. These guys getting the first taste of Bristol. So far, first 13 laps clean. Brian Dixon off one spot, started 10th, now running 11th. And Cup cars, they really do hold on for dear life. That is darn sure. Dixon, he's your man. Hopefully Forrester, if he can't do it, hopefully Forrester can. That's awesome. Mike, good to see you out there. Mike Pimpere. Good to see Mason's out there watching. Kara, good to see you. I hope you have had a fantastic evening. Giving some shout outs to Drinkin Bros Racing, which is going to be where they're driving. There is the one that you're looking at right there, the number 5, Brian Dublé, driving the Crown Apple Chevy for Drinkin Bros Racing. Cookie Anderson running back there. He is one lap down, but Cody being very consistent. I'm digging the new paint scheme there for the OCR guys. 32. Look at that. That is an awesome paint scheme. I'm super thrilled to see the paint scheme. This week, Truck Series getting back at it. Cup Series action, or not Cup Series, Xfinity action as well for the Cars Series. Tuesday nights being loaded up with that series again. Season 2 for the Truck Series, the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. And the Cars Series for the Tuesday night and Wednesday night affairs. We're going to be a part of them for the next, oh man, almost 20 weeks. It's going to be a whole lot of fun with those guys over there. Hub Table Racers coming on board with them, as well as a finish line or a broadcast booth sponsor for the race winner. So that's super awesome to see, super awesome to hear those guys get in there and be a part of that. So fantastic. Got to see that today. Signature Esports, home of iRacing broadcasts. And some changes coming to the format here very shortly. Green, Forrester, Camella, Bloom, Bates. That's 1 through 5. Now Josh Klinger had the most famous words last season. We saw it in the, the hot moments that we did. And Klinger actually paid for that because last season, first race, there was, we of course had a little bit larger field in here. But in the first race, they had a huge wreck, and he got sideways into, I think it was turn 3 or turn 4, and nobody was slowing down. They kept whizzing by him, and he got to use the 4-letter word that we all like to say whenever we're trying to do it. Caution's going to come out right here. Brian Dixon involved, and Douglas Carlson looks like as well. .33 Brian Dixon right there, high line. Let's see what happens here. Ooh. Oh, it happened with Carlson before it happened with Dixon. Man. Carlson inside. There's Matt Roberts right there. Something happened in front of him. Oh, 16 bounced it off the wall into Delia, and then nowhere to go. Well, that'll take you to the caution sponsor. There it is. Every caution brought to you by KTOEZ Glassworks and also the official title sponsor of tonight's race. Mel is going to be your race leader as we see a few folks join on pit road to get those extra tires. Be Camella, Banks, Robert's, Trainer, Green, Forrester, Bloom, things will get themselves worked out. Dual pit roads, I think, tonight. I don't believe that was supposed to be the case. I think it was supposed to be single pits, but we had to create a session kind of on the fly. So, yeah, no, we're just doing it like we do. Just kind of winging it. Big tough break for the drivers out there. And we'll see how it works. Right back with you, folks. Gotta take care of the little miss. Caution. Zach Mel's going to be relieving right here now. AJ Green's going to have to start there on the outside on this restart. As the lights are going to go off on the pace car, we're going to go back to it here. Thank you to everybody out there chatting it up. I do appreciate you. Thank you to everybody out there on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Mella leading him on the inside. Green. Forster is going to restart behind the 4. They have 20 laps on their tires on a full, well, 21 laps. 22 laps under green conditions. So we'll see how the restart's going to go for the number 4 whenever they come around to the green flag right here. Camella leading them off. Ooh, a little bit squirrely for the 4 right there. AJ Green gets a good jump on the outside with it. And now he's going to reassume the lead. AJ Green's going to have Austin Bloom behind him. Kevin Delia is going to be high side running. That's a little bit of an incident right there. Didn't make any difference. Delia still just as fast. Colin Forster's back to 4th. Delia up 8 positions. Did come to pit road. Had a good pit road stop. So Mella coming around. Not been to pit road yet, so he's going to hold on to a set of those tires. Lap 33 being completed. Ooh, a little bump from somebody trying to stay out of the way. Good checkup from Ken MacArthur right there, up 7 spots. He's going to be trying to run low. Protecting position right here is the 4. As you see, Klinger there to the inside. Good battle going on. Second caution's going to come out. Kevin Hayes. Ooh, 19 gets a little bit loose right there. Oh, he blinks. When he came back in. Oh, connection issue right there. He came back in and man, oh man, Kevin Hayes. And he was driving such an iconic paint scheme too. He can get it fixed, get back out there, run it like a modified. Kevin Delia there, and Camella coming on pit road. Maybe looking for another green flag run. Lazy Jerk, thank you very much out there on Twitch. Giving us a big broadcast out there. Big shout out. Giving a shout out to the Simone man. Mike Simone, where are you? Running inside the top 10. There's the 27. One of several drivers that drive Friday night for the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. It's Bristol. Second caution's going to happen. You know, every time we throw a caution. What's up, Barkley? Good to see you out there. You know it's going to happen every time. Had to throw up a second session. Thank you, Kenzie. Appreciate you. It lagged out. It won't let DJ back in. Did you withdraw? Let it refresh it, DJ, and then try to get back in. Definitely try to do that, okay? AJ Green are going to have the restart to the outside. And we're going to have Bloom, MacArthur, Klinger, Bates, and Banks there. So interesting restart right there as we continue to move forward. Sheeran, forgot to share like I normally do to all the folks out there, all our helpful influencers and folks that help us out. So had to do that. Had to get back to it. You had to withdraw. Try to load back in. You should be able to rejoin as a registered driver. I don't know why it wouldn't let you do that. Green, Bloom. I'm telling you, Forrester had to jump to pits there on the start. I don't know what is going on. The first session didn't load the starting grid like it was supposed to. You know, there's been some issues across iRacing today, and it's unfortunate to see that. DJ, it's just no bueno, man. No bueno. All right, Green out there. Bloom working his magic. Right there behind his teammate. Josh Klinger now up in the mix. There's the Carolina driver. Black Horse Auto Transport on the side right there. Speaking of Black Horse Auto Transport, you can only watch. I have no clue what's going on there, my friend, but I tell you what, man, that's just unfortunate. Very unfortunate. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, Klinger, Bates, Elrod. There's iRacing's absolutely just fantastic when it comes to the racing and the quality of racing that they have here. Some of the server things that they have going on. There's some things that if I could, you know, make aware, that would be one of them right there. AJ Green out front, Austin Bloom there. Klinger's trying to track him down. And they are low and high line running as they come around lap 46 under green flag conditions. Austin Bloom tracking him down. Josh Klinger right there as well. Chris Bates started third and fourth. Fell back as far as fifth place and is there once again. Trying to track down that extra position. See what he's doing to Klinger. Klinger looking for his first win here in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Made it all the way to the playoffs. Was a very consistent driver. Made it all the way to the final 4/5. Because last season we had a tie for fourth place. So 5 drivers made it into the playoffs based on points. And these guys doing great things. Klinger trying to close the distance. Last 5 lap times. Klinger a little slower in 46. Gaining a little bit on 49. We'll see how it goes here as they continue to go forward. I think he might be a little bit slower on that lap. He's a little bit faster. Klinger's a little bit faster. He's closing the distance. AJ Green, back and forth battle between he and Austin Bloom. Seeing the relative, almost identical lap times on 51. We are an eighth of a way through the race, but they are driving so fast around this. It's just a ticker. The lap time is just a ticker. That's what I'm saying here, folks. Klinger closing a distance. Let's see what's happening between Klinger and Bates. Bates falling off just a little bit, but he is holding on to fourth place. And Banks starting to close the distance as well. High-line run for the number 10 Toyota Camry. Brandon Banks in fifth, pulling away from Jake Elrod, teammate to Josh Klinger. Zach Camella's got some fresh tires now, so he is starting to close the distance as well. Got a few lap pressure tires in AJ Green and the rest of the field, so we were going to see how that's going to stick on a long green flag run here. About 70 laps is what we were hearing before tires became absolutely atrocious, and that might be something that we keep an eye on. Once a driver gets 70 laps on their tires, they'll have to come in for fuel, and I've yet to see the physics of a blown tire, and I take that back. I think we might have saw one last year, but it was like a fluke thing. Now that if your tire blows, it actually blows. So we're going to see what happens there. Well, DJ, my man, you keep watching out there. We appreciate you very much. DJ Thomas, the number 1 driver, trying to get back into the race. For some reason, it dropped him. Curtis Kelly, service dying, like 8 people at least. Yeah, I don't know what in the world is going on. I don't even have a clue what's going on with that. AJ Green out front. Here's the relative between he and his teammate, the 24. And between Austin Bloom and Josh Klinger. Klinger falling off pace just a little bit, but he is starting to change his line. Normally a high line run for most of the cars, but Klinger using an egg shape. He's a high to low exit right there. Lap traffic in front of your race leader. Trying to get to the inside. He's going to go around the 11 there to the bottom. And he's got Chris Roberge there as well. Roberge going to stay low for the race leader. The 24 is caught up to his teammate up front. Motorsports trying to finish up front together. The 48-24. Get around lap traffic, kind of like they're standing still. Maybe a little bit of damage to the rest of those cars as they continue to move forward. Little wall scrape from the 24. Klinger going around. Roberge as the 11 gets around him as well. The 11 of Ricky Williams. The front stretch run for that driver. 1 lap down. Or 2 laps down. I'll take that back. He is 3 laps down now. It shows him a relative 2 laps down on the screen. 3 laps down. We have no clue what's going on here. AJ Green out front. Here is the blimp view here, high above Bristol. These guys are having some fun. That's for... Cody, you're more than welcome to join me, my friend. Let me move that over there. Take a look. There we go. You jump in, you can just go ahead and chit-chat. I appreciate you. 68 laps in the mix. 48-24 there inside. Ken MacArthur was running straight up front, and now the 10th place car falling a lap down on 69 to the 53. And the 11 is Holland. Ricky Williams into pit road on 35. We got a little bit of that damage. 97 up into the wall, just a little bit there. Green and Bloom proverbially walking away with it. There is Klinger coming around. 3rd place, Josh Klinger trying to stay low on Ken MacArthur. Ken MacArthur doing a good job of holding up there. Ken MacArthur Had a good lucky pull, if I do say so myself, this past week whenever we did some card pulls. You're all good, Cody. I appreciate you, my friend. Lap 72, green flag conditions. Josh Klinger trying to get around. Well, he's not getting around anybody. The 11's trying to get his lap back on some pressure tires and definitely going places. That Camella was the freshest tires that we saw out there, and there's the number 4. Digging into it, holding on for dear life. He's got Daniel Helm in front of him. Daniel just there to try to keep still, that's for darn sure. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, opposite side of the track. 48-24, 75 laps in. We've got 50, almost 50 laps on these tires as they come around. Lap 75 being completed, turn 3, turn 4. Klinger just a little bit off pace. Here's Brandon Banks tracking down Josh Klinger. Ricky Williams there to the inside. Lines very different from the 17 and the 88. You see him moving. AJ Green out front. Austin Bloom tracking him down. And AJ Green lead a 400 lap field. We'll see. Several drivers already made it into the round of 16. They've won their way in. One of those being Lawson Peel. Lawson Peel couldn't make it this week, but he is already locked in. Commitment will be met there. Green sees some lap traffic in front of him. That's going to be 9th and 10th place. And looking at, I think that's Ryan Dublé in 14th. 48-24, and they're running lap 80. Still holding on to it. Chris Roberge, great at a lot of tracks. He's got some damage here in 12th, and he's just going to let the race leaders go by. Here's the number 6, letting him do his thing. Roberge got himself some love as well. Going to pull up all of our statistics for you. This is a good time to do it. Something that might be coming to Signature Esports, some stage racing. We run 80% length the races of what NASCAR does on the circuit, so that's something that we had considered doing, and something that was requested since we run such long races here, so might see that coming. Leader in points, excuse me, Lawson Peel, AJ Green with this race will no doubt close that gap on points. 2 wins for Lawson Peel. Colin Forster's got a win in the series, and DJ Thomas also locked in on points as long as he can get in and get the races completed. Hopefully next week we're going to be at Charlotte. There won't be any issues there. At least I hope so, because, you know, we want to make sure everybody can run clean there. So DJ Thomas locked into the playoffs as well. Colin Forster right behind everybody over there. There he is, Colin Forster. Another Upfront Motorsports, the number 9 right there, trying to go around the 10 of Chris Bates. He is 3rd in points right now behind Kevin Delia, and Brandon Banks is in 5th in points right now. Brandon Banks running 3rd. He got around Klinger, and now he's got to start tracking down Austin Bloom. They're 4 seconds off of each other. 48-24. They are just running the same line. Some of the youngest drivers that you'll see, some of the best drivers. It is a dang old, they call it a video game. I call it a getting word that server tanked on a bunch of folks, and tell you what, today's just not a good day to be running a Cup Series at Bristol. I don't know why. Then the server tanked, and that's not good. Never good. We pre-make our races the Monday before the series starts, and or that week, or that Sunday. Sorry, that Sunday. And then that way the practices are ready to go for the drivers, and so everything is set. And then on Wednesday after qualifying, I go into each session and I add the starting grid according to the qualifying results. And, that's pretty much kind of where it is. 48 down low, trying to go around Ken MacArthur. Man, they were moving. They were going places. Ken's got a little bit of right side, a little left side damage as well. Ken MacArthur in 10th position. Got the number 4 of Camella trying to go around him. He's in 8th. Camella now a lap down. And he's going to be the first car 1 lap down. Daniel Helm in 12th, doing a fantastic job. The race leader going to go around him right here. Going to put him 2 laps down as they continue to move forward. Jake Elrod, last car on the lead lap. There's the number 14, but coming really fast is AJ Green and Austin Bloom. Lap times right about 2 seconds off of what they were doing. So right now, best flow caution is going to come out. And what great timing for a caution. Elrod keeps being the lucky dog there. Camella's is going to be the lucky dog. And all of these drivers really needing to take a break. I'm assuming everybody's coming to pit road. Camella will come to pit road after he gets takes the lucky dog, so we'll see him do that. He'll be there. Let's see what happened here on what happened. Not sure what happened there. Cool. We don't know, folks. Well, these things do happen. These things do happen. Eight people removed from the server all at once. Isn't that crazy? Elrod coming to pit road. Going to find his pit stall there. 48's going to be back out. He's going to lead around. Unfortunate circumstances when it comes to say the least. Dixon. Love the purple machine. Austin says, Shelly out there. Matt Fornes, good to see you out there. Good to see everybody out there. I appreciate you. Make sure you do me a favor and give everything a share for me. And since watch parties aren't a thing anymore on Facebook, you guys have to actually share the stream for me. And it helps more than you know. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. They're going to be pacing around. There's Kevin Delia. He's going to be dropping to the back. Here's Jake Elrod coming off pit road. Is reassuming his position. He's going to be in 7th place. AJ Green leading him around. Lights are still on the pace car. He's led every lap so far. Austin Bloom's going to be there to the inside. Actually, he's led every lap but the ones that Zach Camilla led. Zach Camilla is still fast here. And we're officially a quarter of the way through the race. We did the math. it's a shame that something like that, server issues, have to make such an impact on the races, especially when you have leagues. Just, it's an absolute shame, because that impact that makes is points in their standings, and a chance to win, chance to get themselves into the playoffs. And it's unfortunate. Pace car dives off. We're going to go back to green flag right here. Green, Bloom, Klinger, Bates. That's going to be the top four. Elrod's going to be right there. Brandon Banks getting a good jump right there. It does look like. I see the relative switching back and forth. Good run on the inside of the number 10. Mella going to be the last car in the lead lap. He's going to be at the tail end of the field, so he's going to have some work to do to get himself around all of that. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, Klinger very fast on fresh tires. We're going to see how he wheels that number 17 Black Horse Auto Transport. Inside the top five, all of them Chevys. There's the 48. Still running. Cincinnati CI. Elrod getting around Chris Bates. Camella looks like he is going to be a lot closer than you would think. Outside of the number 5, Brian Dublé, now outside the 27. Trying to get himself into the stretch of things. He is rolling, though. AJ Green, 0.3 of a second off of Austin Bloom. Austin Bloom holding on. Josh Klinger, 17, in and out. It's weird to see some of these guys blink. It was really weird to see the 19 blink, because Kevin never blinks, and I mean never. From everything that I remember, that when he drove last season, Kevin Hayes never blinks. It was very weird to see that. Sparks flying from the splitter. You see that whenever he came off corner exit on the 88 right there. And usually you'll see some brake traction. The brakes do start glowing. Now, that is something that they did add to the mix. 48 out front. Lap 109 of 400 being completed. 400 laps seems like a lot, but it's only 200 miles. Isn't that crazy? Super crazy. Kevin Delia is going to be off track. Let's see what happened there. 53 coming around. Ooh. He got a run on the 66 right there. Good awareness by everybody else. Blowing it down. Delia backing it off the track right there. What awareness he had. Ooh. He got a run. Alrighty, I missed it twice. Once and twice. Taver speaking from experience from Phoenix, it does suck, yeah. The 48 looks, yes, CJ Munier, good to be able to see that Monday. Thank you, Taver, appreciate you, you're absolutely awesome. Cautions, we've got to play it twice.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport, or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Fourth caution of the race coming about every 30 or so laps. Had a 70 lap green flag run there. Pretty close to it. Or 61 green flag lap run. It was pretty darn good. I did dig it. Mr. Wise, you're good, my friend. Mr. Wise. 48, leading them around here. Is that, I don't think anybody gets tired of hearing that out there if you guys are doing it. Speaking from experience, Tabor was talking about out there about what they had going on with the Midwest Days of Thunder. When the server just crashes on folks, there's just nothing that you can do. And you feel so helpless because you know these folks want to get in here and race. You know they want to do a fantastic job, and they just can't. You know, and there's nothing that I can do to fix that. I can't magically wave my mouse and be able to allow them to get back in the race. It would be something if you could be able to do that. You know, you get out there and get your race in there. You know, somebody's there. They're supposed to be loaded in, and you could send them an invite to be able to race. Pace car dives off. We're going back to green with 1:15 complete. And another run, maybe a green flag run. Whoa, Banks getting some fun there. As you see, good little, whoa, 24 gets loose. He was trying to go to the inside, and that didn't work. Green getting, oh, caution. Jake Elrod, Chris Bates. A lot of people involved there. There's Camilla to the outside. The 14's in there with the 9. Ooh, maybe a little bit. Oh, they connected each other. Camilla was there. Oh, everybody involved. Bates, a little tap. They were running very close together. Elrod. Kind of whip it around right there on. Go back and take a look at that real quick. Here's the cockpit view. What it looks like to these guys. He's there inside the 9 of Forester. Corner exit. Oh, he just pinched up just a little. He was trying to run straight, but he just pinched up a little bit. Got to the outside of, or got to the inside of them right there. So it is what happens, folks. Does happen. Back-to-back cautions. Back-to-back. Will. You're going to see a lot of it, folks. KTOEZ Glassworks. Go find her on Instagram. Give her a follow, and you'll see all the cool stuff that she's doing. Fifth caution of the race, lap 120. Being completed under the yellow here. I believe. CJ was messaging me. He's like, I gotta run 2 laps. I gotta run 2 laps for points. Well, you get out there and run those 2 laps for points. EJ Thomas still kicked. So crazy. AJ Green gonna be the driver. Out front. 24 of Bloom. Banks, Klinger, Roberts. That's gonna be the top 5. They're gonna go back to it here. As there'll be double file. Banks getting a restart on the inside. Klinger's going to be there on the outside. The 48 choosing to restart on the outside. You do get to choose if you are the leader. A reminder to everybody, PVACF, that is something to be motivated about. Go out there at pvacf.org. Find a way to help out, donate, support a veteran, especially our disabled veterans out there. They absolutely need our support. And from my point of view, for the rest of their lives. 48-24, waiting for the green flag here as they hit the front stretch. And they're going to get it right here. 24 is going to have a better jump to the inside. 48 gets a little bit wiggly right there. 17 high line running. As now you're going to see the leg stretch. Good jump for the 88. 88 still going to be there the inside of the 17 of Josh Klinger. Banks moving to third, trying to clear him. Not going to do it. 17 a little faster on the outside. The 4 of Camella, you would have thought he was, I think it might have been, I don't think that was Camella involved in there. I think that was Daniel Helms, so apologies about that. But either way, here's the 4. He is holding on. Well, maybe it was the 4. You know, folks, let me scroll back up. That's just so much easier. I have a little list of people who were involved. Chris Bates, Camella. It was Camella that was involved in that, but you wouldn't think it. He is running. They all came to pit road last lap, 97. Guy on the freshest tire is going to be the number 10 right there, Chris Bates, looking for a win here. Jake Elrod driving around the track in his half modified. Well, he's not quite a modified yet. He's got a little bit of damage. You can drive these things around Bristol and be competitive and be fast, even with, even with it. Cody Anderson trying to finish a couple of positions ahead, and does so. He comes back out on pit road. There he goes, and see, he just blinks. Weird. AJ Green. Colin coming to pit road. Colin Forster. He's coming in for something. Maybe he's getting some tires or getting fixed. AJ Green, lap 130. Maybe a green flag run coming here for these drivers. As now Klinger's starting to close the distance on the 3. He got around Banks, and I missed how they got around, but Banks, he's a patient driver. You'll be able to see him do some good things. Camella back there as well. He's got Matt Roberts to his inside. Rowdy Motorsports teammates. Rocking and rolling, folks. Rocking and rolling. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, Josh Klinger. All within a few laps of each other. Klinger is, I think, maybe it's not the first part of his tires, but maybe like the middle third of his tires where he's just super competitive, super fast. DJ Munier, server issues aren't fun, but just like in NASCAR, things can go bad. Engines, suspensions, in the simulation, NASCAR, ooh. It's the internet. Anything can happen. You're absolutely right. Anything can happen. Thank you to everybody watching out there. You guys on YouTube are really starting to blow up, so I appreciate that. More and more YouTube watchers every single day, so awesome for you. Thank you very much for that. Facebook.com/Signature Esports and Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. You can give us a follow over there as well. KTOEZ Glassworks does some incredible things. She puts videos up of some of the marbles and stuff that she makes, and they're just freaking awesome. Green, Bloom, Klinger, Banks, Camella. That's going to be the top 5 as they move forward. And Bloom gets within striking distance of the 48, and then like last time, I think the 48 just changed his line. Yeah, he did. So that's kind of what you see there. Does the 24 go around? Is he going to be able to use the high line and still make up the difference? Because I mean, he's fast. He's getting there. The 48 continues, even though they're teammates, if he continues to change his line like that, it will be bad situation. Jay Tanner, internet problems for half the field. Yeah. Yeah, big. Yeah, and that's what happened. Eight drivers were kicked at once on the server. So, and nothing to do with admins or anything like that. Literally, 8 drivers were kicked all at once. What we're getting from the admins that are in the race and down the race controlling as well. Lap 141 in the books. Lap 142 being completed. Poynor off pace just a little bit, starting to make a difference. Alrighty, folks, we are going to go and it's about that. We can do it now. I'm not going to try to jinx it, though. Sounds of iRacing brought to you by Maximus. Sports cards are all season long. Sounds of iRacing sponsored for the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series and the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series with the PVACF. Oh, see, I did jinx it. Austin, if you are watching, I jinxed it. Every stinking time, folks. Every stinking time that I go to do the Sounds of iRacing, this happens. Ah, man. Back one more time. We'll take a look and see what happened. We'll actually probably back that up just a little bit. So the 97 was getting a good run right there. A little loose for Camella. Oop. Didn't anticipate that checkup. Tries to go back to the inside, I think. And just unfortunate. Collect him. Zach Camella getting beat and banged out there. Just surprised he has any doors left. The black cloud of sounds of iRacing. It's not a black cloud. It's funny. There was some sounds. We heard some sounds right there. The sounds were crash, bang, boom. All right. When we go back to green, we'll start with sounds of iRacing and see if we get another caution. Speaking of cautions, I want to make sure that we do that for you. Sixth caution of the race happens in 149. We're seeing Camella in there getting some things that worked on. AJ Green is your race leader still, and Bloom and Klinger are going to be there as well. They did come to pit road, so we're going to see some fresh tires here. The drivers waiting for the wave around. Ken MacArthur wrapped up into that one. And unfortunate circumstances to be had. Things do happen. Ryan is definitely driving a modified now. It is Bristol, we expected. Yeah, that's pretty much a modified. Yeah. But he can still be competitive. I've seen it done. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to send you to the best cameras in the world. Get a chance. You got Dolby Digital Surround. Pick it up a notch. Well, we saw it happen before our eyes. Caution comes out. Daniel Helm wrapped up into that one. He was getting loose there, and we'll go back and take a look. Thank you, CJ. Appreciate you. I hope that does. Let me make sure the volume's turned back down for you. Oh, man. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, he got loose. Oh, he was trying to hold on to it, Oh, no. He was off the throttle and everything, folks. Help me. Help me. Help me. Oh, man. Well, you know what's coming because of that. Man. Oh, man. Oh, man. As we stand here watching the 13 get his repairs, we want to hold up our Budweisers and say, this one's for you. Helicopter word going to Daniel Helm, the 13. Apologies about being excited about that. That was an incredible roll and flip, Dan. I salute you. I seriously salute you. That was a pretty amazing flip. You got loose. It happens. You were off the throttle. You were holding on to it for all that you had. And that is just, it happens. It happens, my man. AJ Green's going to be your race leader. You guys had a good run going. Helm, here's what happened one more time he got a little bit loose right there, and then he was holding on to it. It just went, oh, no. And just, that's all she wrote. DJ, I love the helicopter award. Hope you never get it. You know, it's quite possible that I might get it next week if I can make the qualifying cut. That's right. Yours truly got a race for the first time in one of my series races. It's kind of like the send-off for... Dang it, at least I did it once. Lights are off on the pace car. 48-24 is going to be your race leaders. There's the 88 and the 17. The 16 of Roberts is going to be there with Chris Bates to the outside. Camella getting another lap back right there, so he's going to be the lucky dog coming around. The wave around coming around, so he's going to be there. Robert's first car off the leaders. He's 3 laps down. .48 outside, 24 inside. 24 is going to have a nice run off the corner here. Trying to get past him. He's had something for him time and time again. But now the 48 utilizing that high line to pull ahead again. He's got Bloom right behind him. So Green and Bloom. Gonna have Klinger in the mix. .171 of 400 being completed right here. Good little run coming on for everybody. Green, Bloom, Klinger. I think Klinger might be figuring some things out early on. He's going to try to stick up there as close as he can. Maybe run the same lines that they're running. Maybe he's got a spotter up there that's like, hey, this is what they're doing. Comfortable, we say we are. We know not what throttle or brake is. Hold your brake. Brakes you must hold. Yeah, whatever. It didn't happen. I'm just trying to figure it out. AJ Green out front. Biggest mover of the race right now is Josh Klinger. He started in 14th. He is now in 3rd. Mike Simone started in 16th. He is in 8th. He's going to be the first car chasing the leaders. Elrod going around him. Elrod back on the lead lap. Camella ahead of him. There's Zach Camella, beaten and banged and bruised, and he's got left and right side damage. His nose of his car looks like he's got nose dimples. Poor guy. Chris Bates, though. Man. There is the number 10 running his Toyota, kicking butt, taking names, doing some good stuff. There he is, Matt Roberts in front of him. Matt Roberts, one of the cleanest cars on the track right now. We do get bonus points if somebody finishes a race with a 0X. And they have to complete like 75% of the race, though. And I think the only buddy that's going to have it is going to be Green. I don't know. Maybe not Green, because he's got some rear end damage right there. Was that Austin Bloom that got into him? Was that Klinger? I don't know. Klinger might have it. Mike Simone, the 27. Dixon's back out there. Get it, Dixon. Oh. Oh, pardon me, folks. Kevin Hayes is back out there. Everybody getting their cars fixed. They're going back out there running. I sneezed. I apologize. Didn't hit the mute button fast enough. Well, you know it's coming. Thank you, Cody. Oh, man. Moan coming on pit road. Fitness pit stall. AJ Green back out front. Austin Bloom doing his thing. Klinger in 3rd. Restart behind the leader on the end. Well, he might be restarting behind the 24 on the inside. Banks is up there still inside the top 5. So is Roberts. And they are going to be doing it justice. Curtis Kelly. I want to give a shout out to all the spotters, the live spotters out there. Simone, 1 lap down now. MacArthur gets a lap back. Is the lucky dog in that situation, so he's now 2 laps down. But I want to give a big shout out to all the folks out there that do live spotting. That is not an easy job, and it's not an easy job at Bristol at all. No way. We've seen lots of folks doing getting the line. So I tell you what, when their green flag, and this is the same that happened with the truck series, they had some back-to-back cautions. But when the green flag, or the green, the long green flag run comes in, that's when you see the really good racing and the competitiveness, how the tires fall off. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, very fast here this week. These guys looking for some super support, not a super soaker. AJ Green looking for his first win, 2nd in points though. He has led a ton of laps. Take that back. He's led 0 laps. Got 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s in the 4 starts that he's had. He's 2nd in points. Those bonus points really help. Colin Forster 3rd in points after 4 races here. Forster's led 185 laps. Kevin Delia 25. Brandon Banks 10 laps in the series. Josh Klinger 3. We're back to green again. AJ Green. It's a nice jump on the outside. The 24 is going to slide right up into place. Klinger's going to have a good run. He's going to reassume his third place position. And Brandon Banks, we'll see how he and Matt Roberts, teammate of the Rowdy team, continue to run forward. Lap 187 of 400. Reminder to everybody, and I forgot to put it in the description. I knew I was forgetting something after the server issues in the very beginning and the hoopla that we had to deal with. I will put it in the description afterwards. Go to Signature Esports, hit the shop tab, do me a favor, and buy one of those Phil Hab shirts. That lady does a lot for us. That's Joe Byrne out there. She does a lot for us as far as helping us grow our channel and being a big supporter. And plus, she has that Beer Chick Facebook group, and just get out there and support those folks. We print those locally here too, so that's one of those things that they say it's scratching one back to scratch another, but realistically, I want to see her make a little bit of money off us being very good friends. She's got something like 4 million followers, though. And I love it. She gives me advice, lets me know you're doing fine. And she uses the F word a lot. Super funny. I love it. Green, Bloom, Klinger, Banks, Roberts, Bates, Elrod, Camella all on the lead lap right now. Simone 1 lap down. He was on the lead lap. He will be in the lucky dog situation if he gets the opportunity. But Simone having to jump in for some quick repairs and some tires. Austin Bloom still within striking distance of his teammate. Klinger, I think Klinger might be biding his time. Going easy on the first few laps. I kind of want to, wish I could dial him up. It's 48-24. Is this 2007? Yeah. When Jimmy Johnson and... almost had to sneeze again. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon finished Bristol this way. DJ Munier out there. Looking forward to Monday night when we do the card breaks, the NASCAR card breaks for Maximus Sports Cards. I think, for the most part, if you are friends with me on Facebook, I have sent you all an invite to like the Maximus Sports Cards Facebook page. I will be live streaming over there for the card breaks, as well as on our YouTube and the Signature Esports Facebook page. So we'll get that. I'm going to stop doing breaks on Twitch, even though they were doing really well. Had some issues just 2 nights ago last night, just wasn't happy with. And so we're gonna, and I want to be able to actually see who I'm talking to verify your account with all of this stuff. So kind of the way I like it. AJ Green out front, Austin Bloom, Klinger, Banks, Roberts. That is going to be their 2 biggest movers, teammates. Going to be Josh Klinger, he's in 3rd. Jake Elrod now up to 7th as he is tracking down Chris Bates, or trying to. He was wrapped up earlier with Camella and hugged each other with virtual sheet metal. Over halfway through the race now, and now that things are starting to settle in, now you're going to start seeing about 4 laps every minute. You can do the math. .24 Klinger there, now closing the distance, I believe, and some things have changed on the relative there. Last 5 lap times from 1 and 2. Here's the 48. Woo! A whole lot of lap traffic coming. Yeah. There's Cody Kinsey. 48 navigating a minefield. 24 having to do it as well. All these drivers try to race for position, and you've got the leaders in the mix racing for position. Holy goodness gracious. Ooh, nearly. There's Zach Camella. He's going to be, whoa, first car one lap down. Little checkup going on right there. Camella trying to stay ahead of the leaders. Camella's on fresher tires. Well, one lap fresher tires. He does have some inside damage. 48 to the inside. 24 going to the outside. Ooh, Nelly. That's the 4. Right there next to Klinger. 4's high, 4's good. 24 crossover, 17's there. 88 and Brandon Banks right there in the mix now, too. There. All of that. Ooh, Nelly. That's the skill it takes to drive this stuff. DJ Munier made the 4-speed with Jimmy Johnson and Terry Labonte. Oh, yeah, you did get Terry Labonte this time, too, didn't you? Was filling out your envelope just a moment ago. Green, Bloom, Klinger, Banks, Roberts. If you are out there and you've gotten your cards, let me know what you think of them. We've got some of you guys that have watched on YouTube and Twitch, watched the streams, and now have watched the card breaks. I had to change a few things up. Green, Bloom, Klinger, that's 1, 2, and 3. There's the 11. Back outside there. 11's getting a lot of screen time today. Ricky Williams, Alienware. He's got a pretty dang old clean car. Got a little right side damage. It's not that bad. Well, scraping is racing. That's the model at Bristol. AJ Green, Austin Bloom, Klinger. This lap traffic only helping. It's Colin Forrester right there. Lap traffic only helping drivers 1 or 2 and 3, and actually it's only helping Bloom, Klinger, and Banks to keep up with the race leader. Little high, low, little high, little low, little where do you go? All wonderful things, as my good friend Doug out there says, you are all wonderful beings. Doug's in the back in the race. Good to see everybody getting back out there. There they are. There's Doug Carlson out there. Got his car fixed. Now out there trying to get more and more positions. Brian Dixon back out there. Got his car fixed. Running with no front bumper. Kevin Hayes back out there. Trying to hold on to it. DJ Thomas, unfortunate circumstances there. He's only able to complete 34 laps. Whoa, there's Elrod. Look at him go. Oh, man. Woo, 3 wide turn. Look at him go. Made my butt pucker a little bit right there. Holy goodness gracious. Doug's got some cojones. Got a lap back from the race leader. See, the race leader can be passed. With the new engine. 48-24. VA's running high line. This is given an opportunity. There's the 7. Doug Carlson, lap down traffic. He's running his line. He said, go around me. $24 is going to be right there on the back bumper. Klinger's going to be right there as well. Woo, Nelly. Doug's like, go around me. I think that's what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying. Doug's fast. He got a new car. He got new tires. Doug ramped up early on. Whoa, bouncing it off the wall, trying to stay out of everybody's way. There's Doug down there. Doug Carlson. Got no rear end now. Tapped the wall, ripped the back of the bumper off, and there they go. Doug has Completed 108 laps. It took him that long. It took him that long to fix his car after that first incident he was wrapped up in. I don't think that was his fault. I can't remember. It's been a while. 48 having to burn some tires up, trying to get around some lap traffic. 24 has caught him, teammate to him. Remember, do you tap the bumper of your... Oh, 97, there he is. More lap traffic. There's everybody staying within the relative of the race leader. Elrod, first car, 1 lap down. Bates is going to be there. There's Camella. Camella's going to, whoa, crossover. Oh, man, is that a checkup and a half? Yeah. Get it. Oh, man, that splitter dragging turn it to exit right there. 24 is going to slide up. Last lap for these drivers, 16.53. Klinger, fastest on the racetrack. Last time by. Not this time. Fastest on the racetrack. AJ Green last time, 16.2. New tires, roughly about a 14 and a half second lap for most of the drivers. 14 and 3/4 seconds. Sorry, 14.71 to 14.9 is going to be the average lap on the drivers when it comes to what their best lap is. And right now, Klinger closing the distance once again. He's gotten better laps. He's just getting better over the laps. So is Austin Bloom. Austin Bloom might poke his nose down there and take the lead away from his teammate. Lap 230 being completed under green flag conditions. They came to pit road on lap 181 on the last caution happened. And right now, the 50-lap tires are probably feeling pretty dicey. Dicey, like a bad onion. Green, Bloom, Klinger, Banks, Roberts, Bates, right along with Matt Roberts. Matt Roberts is one of those silent, there, creeps up and, you know. That's a look at the rear bumper. That's everybody behind him. There's the nose of his car. He's got Douglas Carlson in front of him. Here's Doug. Doug running his line. Running his line. Whoa! Nearly. Not to the back of that car. Here's what the wheel's doing. Look how hard he's turning that thing. Oh, man. He'll catch right back up to him. Get it, get it, get it. You know, if Doug is watching, I bet if Doug has probably got a stream on his television, I bet his son is watching to say hello to Doug Carlson's little man out there. Might be, I don't know, it might be his bedtime out there too. I don't know. Oh wait, you're from Minnesota. Something like that. Where's Doug from? Let's see where Doug's from. Forgot. Ah, St. Paul, Minnesota. Ah, so he's in my time zone. Ooh, nearly. Here's Doug. Doing what he does. 2 Chevys, 16, and Matt Roberts in 5th place. Let's see what this is doing to affect his time. Last 5 lap times between he and Roberts. Or he and Bates. Bates is the driver. Whoa, a little bump. 16. Trying to give him a little bump and move. AJ Green. Almost, I saw this happening. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Bloom is going for a pass. There's a 66 right there. He's going to be a lap down. Klinger falling off pace just a little bit. Klinger did run faster laps on the last lap, though, so maybe just lap traffic in the way. Now Klinger's starting to close the distance. 33 of Dixon back out there. He is running as many laps as he can to get as many points as he can, and that's all that he wants. He is probably one of the cleanest racers you see. Nice driving, Rick Arnold says out there to AJ Green. AJ Green still out front. Klinger and Banks now. A good battle for third and fourth as I think Banks might be trying to sneak his nose in there, but Klinger's starting to really catch him up. I mean, ooh. There's some lap traffic. There's Camella. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, oh, man. Don't go 3 wide. Good crossover move for the 17. Gets inside the 5. Goes to the outside of the 5, inside of the 4. A little wall scrape for Klinger, but that won't hurt him. He's still got a clean-looking car. I didn't see any sparks, so that probably didn't even do anything to him. Austin Bloom's going to be right there. That's the driver he's tracking down. Green all over that high line. Little midline exit. Follow along what it looks like to be driving around your teammate from the back. There you go. Oh, here it goes. Oh, man, he was going for it. There's no way to pass on the inside on old tires. Just can't get it done. Not yet, at least. He's going to make him make a mistake, isn't he? 240. Oh, 48 gets into the wall. They're almost getting. He didn't have enough acceleration to get his nose up there. Man. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Come on, buddy. He leaves it open. You got to take it. Oh, somebody's getting closer. Here's the line of your race leader right here, AJ Green. 17-year-old from Winston-Salem. And you can dictate the pace as the race leader, too. Especially if there's lap traffic around here. You're trying to save some tires. That's how you dictate the race. You just let off the gas just a little bit, match the pace of the car to the inside, and get around. Go. But at what point is it frustrating that you're sitting there staring at the same car, running right behind him all race along? Oh, look at him. He's just faster. Bloom can't even get it. He's trying to get out there and stretch his legs. Can't even get out there. So, oh, corner exit. Has he got it? Nope. Oh, nice little feather right there. Klinger. Banks might be going to trying to get to the inside of him here. Here's Brandon Banks. 39-year-old from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. New race leader. I missed it. There he is, up from Motorsports. Austin Bloom. Number 24 out front. 254 laps led for AJ Green. And now Austin Bloom gets to take over. And Bloom is pulling away. Holy cow. What was he waiting for? Look at that. He stepped on it. Coming to pit road, it looks like. Well, he might be coming in. He's coming to pit road. There he is. Getting some green flag pit stops in. $259. Pull it away. You were just trying to get him some extra bonus points. He's your teammate. Look at that. Oh, a little wall scrape. Green. I don't know if he is saving or what. That's good. He's falling pretty hard. Josh Klinger, 3 seconds off. I mean, Bloom is hauling tail. Last lap, 0.3 of a second better. He's a 16.27. The rest of the field is 16.53 or slower. And he's driving through traffic. He's Sunday driving. What in the world? You got up front on your nose. You better be up front. He just drive. I mean, biding his time, biding his time, biding his time. And then boom. Gone. Klinger comes off pit road. Elrod comes off pit road. He's got some fresh tires. Bates, I believe, 1 lap down right now. It's a natural 1 lap down. So Elrod with the fresher tires after he comes to pit road. It's going to make pit road cycle a little bit more dangerous for the rest of the field. Carlson there. Elrod was on the lead lap. Now he is making up that ground quick, fast, in a hurry. Last lap time for him. Yeah, full 1.5 seconds faster than the race leader. He's going to start chewing at that. And chewing at that, the more clear real estate that he has in front of him. Here's the nose. Woo! Nearly going to the outside. Look at that. Man. This is like a game of Frogger. And up next, the green frog. Whoa, get down there, Elrod. Whoa. Georgia Bulldog. Number 14 driving for OCR, Oceanside Cleaners. They got a new sponsor on their MF. Against the race designs. Wait, can Bloom found the line. Nice job he did. And he is pulling away from race leader. But this is the guy we were watching. Elrod coming back around as they continue to move forward. Elrod's going to have a big, 66 getting right there. A little rear end damage. So if he had a 0X, which I don't think that he did, it's gone now. Incident points do count for penalties in our series, in our leagues. 127 laps, now going to be 126 laps to go as they go around to the stripe here. Lap 274 being completed. Bloom, Green, Klinger, Banks, Roberts, Bates, first car 1 lap down. I'm going to be curious. It's going to be curious to see what happens when they have to come to pit road, because they will have to come to pit road. And Bloom has literally stepped on it and thrown it, because they're about to have an even 100 laps on their tires here in about 5 laps. 125 left to go, completing 276. Austin Bloom, your new your race leader. Been your race leader for a little while now. And the ticker just keeps on a-drawing. Jake Elrod, 1.5 seconds faster than the field. Oh, no, he hit the wall. That's a good time as any to come to pit road, right? No caution. Green catching up quick, fast, in a hurry. AJ Green going to be there. Man, oh man. Pit road is where Bloom is going to be. Green's going to be your new race leader. Back at it again to lead him around. 104 laps on his tires. Or 108 laps on his tires. And Klinger. So good timing as any. Jake Elrod going around teammate Josh Klinger. Trying to catch up to Bloom. Will do so pretty quickly. He's going to pass him like he's standing still. Getting another lap back. Caution comes out. And the strategy for Elrod is going to put him a lap. He's going to be the lucky dog. He will be the lucky dog, I do believe. Or Bates will be the lucky dog. One of them will be. I think Bates might be the lucky dog here. Then Bloom and Elrod. Bloom stuck on pit road now. Kevin Hayes, MacArthur, Jira Trainer, all involved. There's the 19. There to the inside. See what happened here. Ooh. Something happened. Something happened before there. There's Ken. MacArthur, the 97. Driving the Hookers headers. Maybe a little wall. Oh, 60-60 inside, 3 wide, 97. Trying to keep it off the wall right there. Here, Trainer going to the inside. Here's a look at it. There's Brian Dublé, the 5. 97's up on the wall. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, 97. Oh, man. Oh! If Jake gets his lamps back, it could be a fight. You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking when it came to what was going on there. But, you know, this happened that way. AJ Green still going to be a race leader. Klinger and Brandon Banks. They all came to pit road, lap 281. Can they make it to the end? I believe they might be able to. They just ran 110 laps on one set of tires. I mean, come out. No, wait. Sorry, 103 laps on a set of tires. Damn, my math was off. No. It was. I was right. I'm thinking. Lap 281. Man, oh man. They were 3-0 wide. Matt Roberts in 4th. Might be coming in to get some more stuff done. Yes, sir. Come get it. Matt Roberts didn't crash. I don't know what you're talking about. He just stopped. There's Green back in the lead. Bloom. Oh, Chris Bates getting... Chris Bates... No. That's not your lucky dog. Dick Elrod? No. Who's your lucky dog? Who did I miss? Elrod back on pit road. 280. Now we're going to go back to Green. Klinger's going to be to the inside. Good jump for the 17. Side-by-side racing for first and second. 48 might have that speed on the top lane. Can the 17 figure out what the 24 did? AJ Green, Josh Klinger, Brandon Banks, Matt Roberts. Everybody else a lap down. Or better. Running. Chris Robert, shout out to the 48 Cincinnati Incorporated. Is it Robert's out there? His race is bad. I hope you get a bit more laps. I hope you get some more laps in there too. Some of the drivers Couldn't even do it. See what's going on out there. Mr. Robert, she's still on pit road getting your modified fixed? Yes, you are, my friend. Green out front, half a second over Klinger. .48, 17, 88, 16, and the 10 all inside the top 5. And it's been a lengthy one, folks, but it'll be all right. I'm super loud for you. Ooh. Don't need to be that loud. Jeez, oh Pete. Apologies about that, folks. I bet my voice was booming. Booming. Green, Klinger, Banks, Roberts, Bates, Elrod, Camella, Simone, MacArthur, Williams, all top 5. Could you imagine being inside into all top 10? Being inside the top 10, being 9 laps down. Seriously. Folks, I've ran Bristol. We did Bristol in one of the tournament races that we did before. And you know what I did? I did like 20 laps. I hit the wall. And I finished like 75 laps down. It was awesome. It was awesome. I dig it. 295 being completed. I believe Klinger's waiting for his opportunity to pounce. Gonna do so too. Green, Klinger, Banks, Roberts, Bates continue to move forward as the drivers do. Starting to run a little bit heavier in the full stretch of things. Proud of these guys. They're putting in a lot of work here. They're putting in a lot of work for a lot of money. Money is the key for all of our racing here, and these drivers did pay in $5 to be in a part of the league, as I call that driver's dues. It just kind of helps pay for a few things like some of the races. I do spend about $15 a week on races for all 3 series, plus the real racing online and practice races, the qualifying sessions. Just it's a little expensive, so you know, it paid $5 to race the entire season. Help offset some of that cost. Sponsors help as well. Donations help as well. If you guys want to get out there, there's a donate link on our website, signatureesports.com. And even 100 laps to go, though. Lap 301 being completed as Green doing the thing. We like donations, and we try to shout everybody out that does that as well. So I've got a list of people that I think... whenever they donate, and especially when I get a good list of donators, then I kind of go over everybody at once. Green, Klinger, there's Carlson right there in front of the race leader. Carlson's going to run that high line. You know that Doug's going to be there. Dive low, get out of his way. Yeah, here's a 48. Gonna allow Klinger to catch up just a little bit, about 0.2 of a second faster. Good racing so far. And that lap traffic starting to be there. 17 gets around the 7. 88's going to get around the 7 as well here in just a moment. Oh, man, oh, man. Well, folks, I do have to take a vocal break. I'm going to let you listen in for a little bit. I do have to rest the chops for just a moment. I'll be right back with you. Be a moment. I'm sorry about that, folks. I occasionally do have to rest my voice. And AJ Green leading him around, going through lap traffic. Klinger's caught up to him now, as you see, as they hit the turn 3 exit. Lap traffic is going to be a factor from this point forward. Lap 319 being completed. Barkley, good to see you, buddy. W. Piercer gifted a sub. Nice. Thank you very much. You wanted to be number 1. Barkley trying to be number 1 on the Twitch subscriber list out there. Very cool. Oh, man. Wooly, you're... Oh, caution's going to come out. See what happened there. Robert, Chris, buddy. What happened? There he is. Ooh, 16 off the wall. Oh, man. Pace car is going to come out. Matt Roberts getting back out there. Just, you know, for getting off the wall like that, his car still looks clean. Everybody to pit road that can come to pit road. I think everybody else is going to be getting some tires. Austin Bloom was on pit road already, I believe. So he's going to be there competing. AJ Green trying to... Oh, Klinger. Woo. Klinger was catching up there. Alrighty, got to get a good jump. Chris Bates. He's going to be inside the... He's going to get his lap back. Going to be in 3rd place right now. At 48, get a speeding penalty? What? Klinger, your new race leader. What happened to AJ Green out there? CJ, I know you're my eyes and ears on the ground. What happened to AJ right there? DJ Anderson, Cody Anderson is he did get a speeding in pit. Speeding in pit coming from CJ there. He's my eyes and ears on the ground down there. Klinger, your new race leader. So, a drop to the end. Willie's daughter, W_Piercer out there. Hello to you out there as well. Make sure you subscribe to her, W_Piercer at Twitch. She just made affiliate. She gets out there, she games. She's a young streamer, and she has an absolute fantastic time. And man, oh man. How fast he couldn't have been. I mean, he was right there on. There's no. How did he get speeding in pit? He's the number 1 pit stall. You only have one, but and you absolutely. Anything I can do to help streamers out there. Anything I can. I appreciate you as well. Anything I can help. We like to sit here and. Help folks and get everybody more and more involved in gaming and streaming and okay, sounds good. DJ, I will definitely take the 4X off of him. All good, man. All good. I did see that. Oh, we're going to go back to green flag racing. 75 laps to go. Brandon Banks is going to be there to the inside of Klinger. 3rd lead change, or 4th lead change, technically. No. We're up to 5 because Camelo led a couple laps. Waiting for the green outside line run for the 17. Klinger out front. He's got the lead. Got it, Klinger. Cheering you on, buddy. Caution. Real quick caution. Ace Green involved. Oh, little checkup. Oh, man. Oh. Roberts Oh, I wondered why everybody fell 2.5 seconds off. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, we have to see what happened here. There's the start of the race. Oh, Brandon Banks got loose. Everybody checked up. Matt Roberts got nailed a little bit there. Oh, man. Well, Banks got loose on corner exit. Man, oh, man. Ooh, it's the lucky dog. Elrod getting a wave around. There's the lucky dog for you right there. He's now 1 lap down, holding on to 6th place comfortably by 3 laps. And next time I talk to your dad, can I give you crap? Can I give him crap? Yes, I can give him crap. All the time. Talked to him on the phone last night, actually. Matt Roberts coming back off on pit road. He's going to be in 6th place. Or 5th place. Take that back. He is in 5th place. Going to reassume, and he's going to come back to pit road, I believe, to get a few more repairs done. Brandon Banks in 2nd over Josh Klinger. Camella was looking for the wave around, but Klinger's not going to be coming to pit road, so Camella's going to stay 4 laps down on this one. Matt Roberts just more and more, as much as he can get. Brandon Banks is coming to pit road. I think he has to get something done here. Klinger still leading him around. Chris Bates is going to assume 2nd place. AJ Green is going to be back up in the mix, so we're going to see how competitive these guys can be. Klinger going to be able to lead them around here. Brandon Banks on pit road. Matt Roberts coming back off pit road. Brandon Banks, I don't think he's going to go a lap down just yet. And oh man. I do believe Banks will be leaving pit road right about now. At least I would assume. And is going to do so. Well, he'll get back into the swing of things. Lights are going to go off on the pace car. Brandon Banks has to catch back up to everybody. Get around and get into his spot. He's going to be in 5th. He's going to restart. And Klinger doing the smart thing, restarting on the outside. Brandon Banks going to come around. Ricky Williams had to stop there. There's the 16 getting around, assuming his position. There we go. It's Matt Roberts going to restart 4th. Brandon Banks supposed to restart 5th. Pace car is going to dive off. Lots of black flags to be cleared, I think. Green, green, green as everybody rolls through. Klinger high. Bates low. 16 of Roberts there. The 48 trying to clear. There's the run coming on. There's some fresh tires for all the drivers. Klinger holding on to it as best as he can. Matt Roberts to the inside as Klinger goes high. Klinger better on older tires. We've seen that time and time again. Inside line run for Matt Roberts. Matt Roberts trying to take the lead out from the 17. 17 staying off the wall. 16 going to lead that lap. So 7th lead change of the race. As now Klinger still holding on to the outside lane. He's going to have the 48 right there. 17, 48, 16, 1, 2, 3 right there. 3:34 being completed. Green flag conditions. Klinger, like I said, better on older tires. We're going to see what happens. Is the 48 just going to go around him? Is the 17 going to be able to make him pass and make him wear those tires out? 17 of Klinger holding on. Man, what a good race for 1 and 2 right here. 17, 48. Dig, dig, dig. It's like a Stenhouse, Jimmy Johnson kind of run going on right here. Josh Klinger, highline run, making the 48 wear those tires out. AJ Green, when he's up front, just starts to pull away. We saw Bloom do it too. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Different run for the 17.
17 to Klinger needing to go where green isn't. Green needing to be patient. Still 63 laps into this affair. Good run. Good catch-up speed right there for the 48. 48 trying to get to the inside. 17 is going to clear. Oh, that's the run that you see right there. Man, oh, man. Crossover. It's like dancing here at Bristol. Where does this car go? Where does that car go? Where does this go? Where does that go? Where does this? I mean, I tell you what. Lap 340. In the Bucks, 60 laps to go here at Bristol. As 1 and 2 is Josh Klinger, AJ Green, Matt Roberts, Chris Bates there in 4th. Brandon Banks getting around the field. Got a little bit of that damage fixed, and now he's starting to try to mosey on by, get himself into a good mix here. Josh Klinger still has AJ Green to the inside. Klinger utilizing the high line, trying to keep himself off the wall, run a clean line, and do what he has to do. The leader, I tell you what, as the leader, you kind of just have to run the high line. You've got to force that driver to try to make a pass to the inside. If you give up the high line over the course of 3 or 4 laps, that number 2 position will get around you. Once you give up that high line, it's hard to get it back. Ooh, trying to poke his nose in there. You saw the 48 had a big run right there. 17 holding on to it, running his line. Got to make it work. Got to make it stick. The Black Horse Auto Transport, number 17. Speaking of Black Horse Auto Transport, 2 weeks, we're going to be at Sonoma, and Black Horse Auto Transport is the race sponsor for that. I love Black Horse Auto Transport. I really need to send them I have a big old logo to send them that I still need to do. 48 trying to put a bump and run on the 17. Little soon for that. Don't need to do it just yet. Keep rushing. Keep holding on to it. Get to the point where you're 2 to go or 1 to go. Hit that last corner. Give him a bump. Do it clean. Don't do it now. Not yet. 17:48. That is the race at the moment. Roberts 1.5 seconds off. He's got Chris Bates behind him. Brandon Banks still trying to track through the field. But we're going to take a look at the relative times. Last 5 lap times. Banks gained. Lap 347. Banks lost. Now the 348. Banks having to get around and complete. So Banks trying to stay on the same lap as the race leader. Bates closing the distance on the 16 as as tires wear down. Banks super fast on that one. I do believe Banks might be slow on that one though, just because of what I saw in the relative, how it drops. Yeah, he's faster. He's closing the distance. Klinger trying to defend the lead from the 48. The 48 trying to get around him. Lap times for Green are faster than the 17, but the 17 doing a good job of just running his line and defending where he needs to be. Klinger low line, 48 right there, front stretch. 48 laps to go as you see it here. Klinger, Green, Roberts, Bates, Banks. 17 holding on. Now the time's starting to play a factor. There is some lap traffic. That's going to really play a factor. Klinger got to go. Ooh, a little wall scrape for Klinger. Ooh, a little loose. 48's going to capitalize here. We'll see how this works. 48 gets a run to the back bumper to the 17. 17's there to defend. Backstretch run still all 17. We saw the 48 have the same troubles before. Now as they get around a little bit of lap traffic, just Chris Robert's back there. Robert's out there still trying to compete. Maybe 136 laps down, but I tell you what, he's still running. 17:48, that's the line that you see. Front stretch for the 17. Green a little bit faster each lap. 354 is where the 17 hit the wall, so maybe a little bit of tire saving for the 48. That might be something that he might consider or might think about doing as the turn 4, a good exit for him. 17 to Klinger, changing his line just a little bit there. The relatives still staying the same as they move forward. Brandon Banks closing the distance on Chris Bates. Just a little bit more each and every time. Ooh, 16. Banks, 0.4 of a second faster. And this is what it looks like for Robertson Bates. Roberts just trying to do it. Green, still pulling away. Lap traffic staying down for the leaders. That's awfully nice. Klinger, he's now starting to pull away. Lap 361, 40 laps to go. Josh Klinger, the OCR number 17, Black Horse Auto Transport out front. AJ Green he led a ton of laps. I mean, a ton of laps. How many was it? 253 or something like that. Incredible run of laps led. And then some more after that. Klinger, front stretch. MacArthur down below. Green's trying to close the distance once again. As you see the 17 utilizing a different kind of line right there. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. Bristol, not a fan favorite for Klinger last year. And he is really doing it justice here. A little bit of tire save, little scrub right there. 17 coming off the corner, front stretch run. And I tell you what, 48 might be starting to try to close the distance again, try to utilize a different line than what Klinger's doing. As you see the 17, the relative between the 17 and the 48. 366 laps in. A hard-fought battle. 48 bouncing it off the wall just a little bit back there. Green. Great run by all the drivers. Even the drivers that are a few laps down. I tell you what. Even the drivers that are 30 laps down. They're out there still running, still trying to do their best. Trying to make sure that they finish where they can. And I'm super impressed with all the drivers. Super impressed. Klinger facing a gauntlet. Coming forward. Kevin Hayes, the 19, is going to be there in front of him. There's going to be Brian Dublé. Doug Carlson. Klinger. Look at that hornet's nest. Klinger trying to go around all the traffic. Got to stay high behind the 19. 19 is going to stay low. Roberts is going to be there. 17 to Klinger, going to lose a lot of speed and momentum. Green is going to be 1.5 seconds off as they come around here. And that is actually changing a little bit more. AJ Green, 1.7 seconds off. Matt Roberts falls back just a little bit there, but guess who is on a storm and a terror? The 88, Brandon Banks, closing a distance on the front. As you see the 10 there in front of him, the 88 of Brandon Banks had to start in the rear of the field because of the pit cycle, how the pit strategy worked there. The pit cycle was just a little bit off. He came in for repairs as well, so he started in the back of the field. 88 of Brandon Banks trying to get around the 10. He's going to utilize a high line. 10's going to be right there bottom. Good run for him. 10's going to give it up. He's going to be, hey, I'm a sportsman. Let's keep running. Chris Bates still has my favorite spotter in all of iRacing. If you don't know, we're going to show you. Dubbed Jim the Donkey, the number 10, Chris Bates, stopped on the side of the road one day, and the donkey posed for a picture, so now Jim the Donkey is a part of the Signature Esports family, and we appreciate Chris for keeping that photo up there for all this time. For almost something like 8 months, 7 months or something like that, ever since we started using SDK Gaming. It's crazy. iRacing at its best. Maximus Sports Cards are Sounds of iRacing sponsor. Big special thank you to all those guys. Klinger trying to get a little bit more distance between he and Green. And all that he wants right now is just a completely green to the end race. 25 laps to go for the 19-year-old from Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, that's where he's at right now because he's going to Duke. 17 is going to be there. There's the 11 to the, that's Ricky Williams, who's running 9th, 10 laps down. Still a fantastic drive for that young man. 48 of green, still within striking distance if something happens. 23 laps to go in this 400 lap affair. What a run it's been. Some kind of record for us for laps led, I know that. For AJ Green in a single race affair. You know, we might actually have to have something like that. Most laps led, the record as we progress through our iRacing careers here. Second season for us in 10 months. And it's been just incredible to see. And it's been awesome to see you guys support what we do over here. So thank you very much for what you do. Thank you for being a part of it. I do wish they would bring back the watch parties, though, because it makes it easier for you guys to share with everybody. I do encourage you to hit that share button on Facebook, host us on Twitch, like us and subscribe on YouTube. Give us that big old, hit that notification bell to let us know that we are live, or to let you know when we are live, and, you know, just have all that fun. Josh Klinger has not won in the Cup Series. I don't think. I have to go back to last year's stats, but I don't think that he had a win last year. Very close. Lots of top fives. Looking for his very first win here in the signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Kept it as clean as possible. Not only the race winner if it runs green, but also the biggest mover of the race. How incredible is that? To see that, to see the drive and the determination. AJ Green had a fantastic race, led a ton of laps. The 24 raced him clean and hard, even as his teammates got around him and just started pulling away. AJ Green really good about setting the pace, and that's what he did do. I think Ricky Williams might be making a pass on the 17 right there. He's going to do that. 17 to Klinger, just taking it easy. 13 laps to go. If somebody's faster than him, you're going to see him. Let him go by. If it's just kind of the deal. 12 laps to go on the PVACF KTOEZ Glassworks. Remember, Instagram KTOEZ KTOEZ Glassworks, GLASSWORKS. Go and look her up. Give her a follow. See all the cool stuff that she's doing. Buy something from her, because that's what this is all about. Making sure that they get the exposure that they can get. Thinking of Maximus Sports Cards, go to Maximus Sports Cards on Facebook. Give them a like and follow for me. And then, of course, and always, shop MaximusSportsCards.com. All the sounds of iRacing that we're going to have all season long. Camella's there. Camella might try to take an inside move. Klinger, hold on to it, buddy. 9 laps to go. Big checkup right there for Klinger. He's going to lose a lot. He lost a lot of ground right there, but he's got to hold on to it. Next, biggest movers of the race. Elrod, he is up 12 spots. Ricky Williams up 11 spots. Brian Double Trouble Dublé up 10 spots, the number 5. He's a few laps down, but I tell you what, he is running on 11th. If he had a lot more racing left, he'd be catching Ken MacArthur pretty fast. Ken MacArthur out there doing a great job. Top 10 finish, it looks like, for Ken MacArthur as he comes down to the 6th lap to go marker. Just a few more laps for Josh Klinger. He is holding his breath. This will be the longest 120 seconds of his life right now as he comes around with 5 laps to go. 16 more turns as he hits the front stretch. 4 to go. Josh Klinger, the OCR driver, Black Horse Auto Transport, Duke University student. He's not a Tar Heel, but I can't hold him against him because he at least going to North Carolina. He's going to school somewhere in North Carolina. And he's not going to NC State, so that's just kind of my deal. Really joking. Nothing wrong with NC State. Three laps to go, coming around front stretch run. Two to go now. He wants to see the white flag high above the stands here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Josh Klinger needs 2 more turns to see the white flag to pretty much secure his victory here. Bristol 400, the KTOEZ Glassworks 400. Josh Klinger, patient and in the expectations of things. The hold the F and brake guy coming around front stretch run. Josh Klinger wins it at Bristol. First win in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series, the PVACF Remember Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter. Go donate, go do it. Do it for that guy right there. Black Horse Auto Transport, 400 laps at Bristol. And what a celebration for him here as you see the young man from North Carolina and his teammate Jake Elrod. Klinger has been with Signature Esports since the very beginning. And of course, and always. We have to interview the man of the hour after 400 sturdy laps, and now you've blown your engine. Josh Klinger, your race winner here at Bristol. Josh, I think this is your first win with the Cup Series, correct?
That is correct. I have been waiting so long to hear your voice after one of these again.
Well, I am, we interviewed you a couple of times over at the Not Ready for Sunday Night series when you were running the trucks over there. Competitive last year, you ran into the playoffs, looking for that win, needing that win, and then you start 2021 off with a win at Bristol, one of the hardest tracks that we have on the circuit, one of the ones that irritated you the most last year, and this year you come around, you get around AJ Green, and you start to pull away. Walk us through the last portion of that race where you knew that I saw you get to the wall. I was like, hold on to it, Klinger. Hold on. Oh, you just got to hold on to it just a little bit more. And, just walk us through what it means to you. I mean, you literally you drove 400 laps around Bristol.
Yeah, give me a second. I got to hit them all here. First off, I'd like to thank Black Horse Transport for being here since day one, supporting me. I'd like to thank Oceanside Cleaners for supporting myself and supporting the team since basically day one. I got to touch Full Count Customs, the teammates. Thank you to MF Racing Designs for the scheme tonight. The Fort team is also running a special scheme. This is a 99 Trackhouse Racing replica alternate. I got to thank Dark Cat Studios as well. Big shout out to them. They've done a lot to support us recently. And then the two coffee companies that we have, Gun Barrel Coffee and Oceana Coffee. I got to thank everyone for being here for as long as I have been. This has been a long time coming. And yeah, as far as racing with AJ, I've seen him in officials since I've been on the service. And I think I got lucky. I think I don't think I was supposed to be up there. And, once you get up there, you got to seize the opportunity and make the most of it. And I was just clocking away laps. My spotter, Curtis Kelly, was telling me 50 to go, 40 to go, 30 to go, and then just counting it down 5, 4, 3, 2. So, yeah, I got to thank everybody for being a part of this since day one, as well as Signature Esports for putting all this on.
I tell you what, Klinger, it's been a long time for me as well to be able to be like, all right, Josh Klinger wins. And I'm super proud of you. You've been here since the very beginning, and very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Even though you go to Duke, I'm still very, very proud of you.
Yeah, I definitely got to give a big shout out to my teammates. Last season wasn't the strongest season for us as a team, but we came together. We got some stuff together in the off season, and we put stuff together across all 3 series. So my Cup teammates, Jake Elrod, CJ Anderson, and Kevin Talia, as well as President Mark Harris. Salute to you, sir. Appreciate you. And everybody else that's been involved in OCR. We've been around for a while, just kind of working our way up. And this is a fun day.
Oh, it was absolutely a fantastic day. Well, congratulations on the race win. And we're going to go talk to AJ Green and kind of see what happened.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it. And great race, AJ. I'm battling with you the whole time.
Absolutely. Josh Klinger, race winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Fantastic drive off for that young man right there. And we will slide you down into the interviews section. He'll let you move where you need to go. And up front motorsports, I tell you what, AJ said he had something for this track. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with what he was doing. I think you set a record, AJ.
What kind of record?
For the most laps led in a race here.
Not winning.
Well, no, not winning. I think you set the most laps led in a single race in Signature eNASCAR Cup history.
Cool.
253 laps, I think, before you gave it up, and then 290. Yeah. So you led. I mean, we're talking 3/4 of the race, or pretty close to it. So, congratulations on that. Right there at the end, once the restart came, and you had that long 55-lap green flag run, or 45-lap green flag run right there, where you're trying to get around Klinger. He's protecting the high line. Walk us through what the process was there, and then what happened to your tires, because I mean, he said he's been racing with you since he's been on the service. So he had much props and respect to you.
Yeah, it went great. The leader choosing the outside lane pretty much is the best thing to do. I mean, I did that every time I was in the first, and you just pulled away. I wasn't really great on long runs. I was hoping for a caution. But tires just fell off. You would get loose in one corner, then you'd get tight, and then the next lap you would get tight the whole way around, and you just couldn't turn.
Well, it is Bristol. High line's the best line. Bounced off the wall a couple of times. You know, that's just kind of what naturally happens. AJ, congratulations. Still a good finish for you, P2, and that's going to give you a big jump in points right there as well. So congratulations on that. And we're going to be at Charlotte next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy.
Charlotte will be interesting.
Oh, it'll be fun. I think you guys will have fun. You'll have fun at Charlotte. I'm a huge fan of Charlotte. That's why I think I'm racing the truck series. So, hey, it does happen. All right, my man. Give your shout outs out there. We love to hear from who you talk to.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to my teammates too. Austin was doing great. I had an unfortunate wreck, and shout out to Colin too. He and Mike, they both got Colin had disconnection issues. Mike just ran a good race, but it was bad luck for him. And yeah, shout out to you doing that, and shout out to the 17 as well. You ran a great race.
Absolutely. AJ Green comes home second, and congratulations, my friend. What a good race for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Let AJ to where he needs to go. And last but not least, hold on real quick, folks. I'm going to pause my mic because I think they're doing something. He was live in their team channel, and I wanted to make sure that I could interview him. And I didn't want to, if it was important, I didn't want to do it. So let's talk to the third place finisher right here, Brandon Banks, number 88 with Rowdy Motorsports, finishes ahead of his teammates. Brandon, sorry to interrupt you. I know you were live there. We can come back. We can come back to that. But walk us through the race. How you were up and down. On that last restart, you had to start in the back after getting a few little repairs. You got loose on that where you were, I think you restarted second on the inside of Klinger, and we knew that you were fast and you were going to be competitive. You drove from the back to the front.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good car on the long runs. We just could never get anything over about 50 laps, and I just could never get to them guys. They were those front three were pretty quick there. I'd lose a couple seconds, and they'd start coming back to me there at the end. But we just, like I said, we couldn't stay green. And that one restart, I started on the inside, and I had a really good run on Klinger. I thought that was going to be my chance. I guess AJ must have got a speeding penalty or something there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just touched the apron and it just got me loose, and I tried to stay on the apron out of Matt's way, and I think he just kind of checked up, and that was probably my fault. But yeah, it was a good race. Like I said, we had a good car. It's just we couldn't get going there until about middle of the way, about 50 laps in. So it was a good finish. Good finish for Rowdy. Third, fourth, 10th. Did good today.
It's a good day. It's a good day in my book.
Yeah.
All right, my man. We'll give you shout outs out there to everybody, and I'll let you get back to doing your live. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to listen to the guy who finished third, because I had two young kids that had interviewed before you, and we're getting back to you and I are the same, of course, are the same age. So.
Yeah, it's tough, man. These young kids are kicking our butt, But yeah, thanks to Rowdy Motorsports. I said we practice all the time and do our best to try to keep up with these guys. Like I said, my family, you guys, just everybody that watches. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, Brandon, I'll let you go back to doing what you're doing. I'm going to end the show. Okay.
All right, man. Thank you.
Right, you're welcome. Brandon Banks is going to be your third place finisher, and he is taking names out there. He's doing good in the point standings too. That's going to be a good bonus, good jump on points for him as well. Points will be updated at signatureesports.com under the iRacing series standings. You'll be able to look at that. You can go click on your favorite driver and see what kind of stats that they have, how many incident points they've done, how many laps they've led, what their average finishes, stuff like that. It's all super cool stuff. Make sure you hit the shop button over there, hit the subscribe, hit the donate button, do some fun stuff for us, and have a great, fantastic evening. We'll be back tomorrow. Joe Sixpack Racing tomorrow afternoon. Shout out to Brandon and the over 30 guys, says Drew Neubauer out there. I know, right? How about the 40 guys? I'm just saying. Come on. Make sure that you get out there, give us a like, follow, and subscribe on all the platforms, Signature Esports on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. Join us for Joe Sixpack Racing tomorrow, 4 Eastern, on all the platforms here. Then we have Real Racing Online Dirt Series tomorrow, championship race, as it's going to be a 100-lapper. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. No heat races, but 50s too. Yes, 52s. Everybody, these kids kick our butt at this simulator. Klinger's 19, 20. Green is 17 years old. I mean, and they're out there just wheeling it. It is amazing to see these kids do this. All right, thank you to KTOEZ Glassworks. Make sure you go and follow her on Instagram. She's got a lot of cool stuff up there, and she'll put you in touch on how you can buy some stuff from her. And of course, and always, I think she's got a little Etsy page as well, KTOEZ Glassworks on Etsy, but that link is in her Instagram. Make sure you check that out. And of course, thank you to Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter. Go to PVACF.org and make sure that you find a way to donate to those folks. Absolutely fantastic group of individuals. Check out the qualifying list on Wednesday. There'll be a chance to donate there as well to the PVACF. We want to make sure that we continue to do that, continue to support them, and continue to support our veterans, not only here in the United States in the Central Florida region or down in the Central Florida region, but all over the world. Our veterans deserve the most respect, and that is my opinion. Thank you to Maximus Sports Cards, Austin Harger, and all the guys over there. Let's see. Cup Series action next week. All of the series, actually, all next week. Truck Xfinity and Cup Series are all going to be at Charlotte. Make sure you tune in because Thursday, if it works in my favor, I will be racing. So James and Mason are going to be broadcasting Thursday, and you might be able to see the new paint scheme that CJ Anderson did for me. So big special thank you to him and his and I'm slipping. CJ, what's your name? What's the name? What do you call your graphic name? You can jump in here and tell me. Are you still listening? Best finish for Josh Klinger, coming from CJ Anderson, actually. It was third in the championship race at Homestead. Third place finish last year in the season. So very cool. All right, well, you'll see it. Hopefully you'll see it. And if not, we'll post photos of it. If I don't make it qualify, because these kids are a lot better than I am. We'll see what happens. Thank you, everybody out there. We love you. We appreciate you. Been going through some things here recently, and I'm getting back into the swing of things. We are doing sports card breaks. We are doing card breaks still. We're getting all that situated. You'll be able to find more information, MaximusSportsCards.com, for all of that. So I appreciate you. Everything's still for now. It started to melt, Junior. It started to melt earlier today, but it was frozen over for about 5 days, and that was insane. The lake over here, Lake of the Ozarks, freezing up. But all right, folks, I gotta end the stream. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.